Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing good. So today we're going to do some more Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity. I know we did it about 2 weeks ago, but there was quite a lot of people seem to really enjoy it, so I thought I'd do it again today. So what I have done, just before we get started, is on the YouTube side and on Twitch as well, I have put a pinned comment on. That is just showing you basically how to connect to it. How you actually connect to it, obviously I can't really go into, but that is the server you need to use to connect to it, if you want to. Hi Zil and Scorpio and No Swear as well. So yeah, basically you want to use that socom.cc server, and when you're in game, what you want to do is you want to go to, obviously continue to start your save file. Just pick your character like you normally would. And then you want to go into multi-mode, not internet multi-mode. So the way it works, we're basically spoofing the LAN multiplayer instead. So that's how it works. So you want to go into multi-mode instead. But yeah, doing good, thanks. Yeah, no swear. Yeah, it seemed to be quite a good reception to Infinity last time we did it, so I thought we'd do it again today. And we'll just rotate it in every so often on the streams. Yeah, it is only experience week on PSO anyway, so we're not missing too much. That being said, I do want to do a PSO experience week stream at some point, because I'm aware there are some low-level people on PSO as well that I kind of want to help out. Especially before we get to the anniversary in August anyway. So yes, what I'll do is I will make a game and I'll just open it up and whoever gets in basically. What we'll try and do is if there is more than a few people that want to join, we'll just try and rotate it around after a few quests. Yeah, so if I now form a party, it should hopefully open the party for you guys. It worked fine last time. Okay, so there is now a party up, so if you go into the multi-mode and select join party, you should hopefully see the game listed. If you've set it up right. Yeah, just in case there's anyone that didn't see this game last time. So this is the Japan exclusive kind of expansion to PSP2, which was never released outside of Japan. But there is a full English patch available for it. You like Experience Week, don't need to look for extra experience. Yeah, good point. Oh, no worries, Zil. I was going to say, don't feel you have to be really high level to join. On Infinity in particular, I'm more than happy to do anything. I mean, I think last time we played, we helped out someone who was about level 8. So, yeah, I'm fine doing anything. But yeah, hopefully it works okay. It might just take a bit to get going until we've got some party members, but I know last time there was quite a few people who were interested, so... Yeah, it's kind of like an expansion, isn't it? I mean, it's not a game where you need the base game to play it. You can just buy Infinity. Or, you know, just play Infinity on its own. But Infinity kind of comes with episode 1 anyway, which is PSP2, so... But yeah, the English patch is really, really good as well. But yeah, the only reason I put the pinned comment up is because I know last time I played it, there was a lot of people like consistently asking how to connect. It's episode 1 without the jank EN dialogue, yeah. Which is an improvement. Yeah, man, I don't know if I was ever a huge fan of the episode 2 story in this. It's kind of fine. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but the actual gameplay improvements and everything, I think, are the main sort of selling point of this game. It says awaiting party leader. Assuming not working. Did you go on join party? Because I think there's form party and join party. And have you set in your, I'm assuming using PPSSPP, you do have to have the same version emulator, so I think I responded to your DM earlier with the version of PPSSPP you need to use. And you also need to make sure you have socom.cc in the settings as well. I mean, what I'll do is I can show you the settings I've got on this. If you just give me a second just to make sure there's nothing incriminating. Just 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. The version of PPSSPP is, when I see it, just actually show you here. I'm trying to remember where I should see it now. You would think it would show you the version in this. Yeah, it's definitely not showing the version there. Yeah, I remember I saw the version before. I think I have to go back to like the main menu of PPSSPP to show it, which I can't do without leaving the game. Yeah, it was version 1.20.3. What I will do is, give me a second. So I've changed a setting or two, just in case it's messing up. I will return to tile and I'll try remaking the party again. It was always going to be a little bit finicky with this. It's funny because we more or less got it to work straight away last time. And tell you what, if you're going to use a slightly low character, what do I have? Got a 130. I use this character because I never used the last stream, I don't think. Right, so multi-mode. Form party. Right, that should be up. This is exactly what we did last time we played. And if this doesn't work, if you want to try hosting a game Zell after this, if this doesn't work, We'll try it the other way. But it's strange because I've got the same settings as I had last time. Which worked. Still says awaiting party leader. Why is this not working now? Yeah, I've also matched Pika's settings as well. This is set up exactly the same as it was 2 weeks ago. Right, if in doubt, I'll close out the game completely and reopen it. Oh, do you want to try hosting it? I mean, yeah, if you want to try that, I suppose we can try that and see if that works. I have no idea why it's not working though. Like I say, it worked totally fine 2 weeks ago with these settings. Is the link to Infinity in the description? There's no link to the actual game because that's for you to find. You know, I can't tell you how to get the game. However, if you go to the PSP2 Infinity Wiki, there is an English patch on there which might help you. You're hosting it now, okay. And if this doesn't work, I've got no idea what's happening. Let's go with that character. And just to make sure you are in multi-mode, not internet multi-mode. Yeah, there must be something not set up right because I can't find your game either. I mean, I can show you the settings. So go in networking, because there's nothing here. It's dodgy, so... Got IP address, socom.cc. Got a nickname in. Got ad hoc server on. This is exactly the same as it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, networking VLAN is on. And I haven't updated my version of PPSSPP. It's the same one as 2 weeks ago. You can't find any of the games either. So why is this not working now when I am using the exact same settings as 2 weeks ago? Like, nothing on here has changed that I can see. Right, give me a second. See, it is forming a party. It's just, for some reason, not actually finding one. Right. So let me check the settings that Zale's got that you've DM'd me. And I can compare it to mine, see if there's anything different at all. Yeah, so that's all the same. Yeah, every single setting that you've got set as Zale is exactly the same as what I've got. Which is the same as it was 2 weeks ago when we streamed this fine. Is enable built-in ad hoc server necessary box to tick? I think we used it last time. Also, hi, miss. You joined us in the midst of technical difficulties. Yeah, so Zill's got that ticked as well. Yeah, I have no idea why this isn't working. Hi, Boyne. Good to see you. Tell you what, just let me try something very quickly. I'm just going to go to a beer back screen for like a minute or two. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, I have closed the game. I have adjusted a couple of things and remade. So, and if this doesn't work, then I have no idea why it's not working. I feel like we've gone through everything that it could be. You know, everyone's using the same settings, we're all using the same version of PPSSPP. There's no reason this shouldn't be working. And again, it worked fine 2 weeks ago. Still the same. The only thing I'm assuming is that maybe there's a problem with SOCOM CC. Because there's no other reason I can think of why this wouldn't be working. Because I know you're using the same version of the emulation, you're using all the same settings, which is settings that me and Pika have also tried, that work fine. That's what I'm wondering. It's the only thing I can think of is that maybe SOCOM CC is down at the minute. Okay, so I have gone This is very weird. So I've gone on the SOCOM CC website and it shows you users that have games up at the minute and my name is listed. Yep, that's the same version of PPSSPP that I'm using as well, Swampwitch. So it's showing on the SOCOM CC website, it shows you the number of people who've got games going, and there are currently 2 people with games listed. Mine is one of them. So there is something different between our versions. There has to be. But as for what that is, I have no idea. Again, I will show you the settings again, just to show you that what I have set up at the minute. Hi, Pika. We are having a lot of problems, Pika. For some reason, this is not working at all today. Yes, you can see I've got it connected to SOCOM CC. It's looking sharp, good considering we'll be stuck here for a good 10 minutes on troubleshooting. It might be longer than that. Yeah, Pika, for some reason, so I've changed nothing since the last time we streamed this. Zale is using the same settings that me and you are both using. I can't join Zale, Zale can't join me. And Swampwitch said they can't join me either. I've checked on the SOCOM CC website and my game is showing up on there. So the game is up. But yeah, these are the settings I'm using. I mean, I suppose just because the game's up doesn't mean there isn't problems with it. Although it does say at the top of the emulator, it does say network connected, ad hoc server connected to SOCOM CC. So the game is up. And Pika's joined fine. So it must be something on your ends. It has to be. Because Pika can join no problem. And we're using the same settings. I wish I knew what it was that was the problem though. Because it's not just Zale either, it's Zale and Swamp, which have both tried joining and neither of them can join. They're both using the same version of PPSSPP. They're both using all the same networking settings. So, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea, Zale. I have no idea why it's not working. If Pika hadn't have been able to connect, then I'd be like, okay, maybe there's an issue somewhere. Do they have 0 tier 1 installs going through the PSP2 wiki instruction? I don't know. Yeah, miss, we're just having some problems with getting Zale and someone on YouTube connected. It's just strange because we're all using the same settings, which should work fine. Offset is 1000. I mean, I'll check on mine. Do you mean 10,000? Because mine's on 10,000. Is 0 tier 1 necessary? I have no idea what 0 tier 1 even is, but that probably tells you that I don't have it. It's a VPN. Yeah, well, I've never needed to use that. Unless that has issues with PSP2, but... I mean, I guess what we could do for now, I guess me and Pika can do a run or two for the time being. Hold on, okay. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. One more try, go on then. Yeah, I mean, I guess a VPN would potentially stop you from logging onto it. It's just annoying because we got joined on a game straight away last time. If it doesn't work, I might have to do some troubleshooting after the stream. The only thing I otherwise think of is that the PPSSPP is not allowed through their firewall, so they can't see and can't be seen on the network. Possibly. I mean, I've never had to do any adjustments for a firewall, but that's not to say they don't have to. There is other servers. I mean, yeah, we could potentially try another server if we need to. I just don't have the list of other servers. But yeah, it could be a firewall thing. Again, you know, you have to realize we are trying to get a game from like 2010 working through some like roundabout methods, so there's always going to be some issues. Oh. It has worked, finally. We did it. So, what did you change, Zell? What was the issue? It was the port offset, okay. So, yeah, I guess if your port offset isn't 10,000, maybe try changing that. So, I'll give it another minute or so just in case Swampwitch wants to try getting in. And if not, then we'll start the game. Oh, the DLC costume is not showing. Yeah, I suppose it probably depends if you got the DLC at the time, because I think the outfit I'm wearing is a DLC one that I got years ago. Let me finish my food. Well, what we'll do is, I mean, we can start the game. I mean, it'll take a bit for people to get like set up anyway, so yeah, I think we're probably ready to start. Again, apologies for that. Yeah, getting these kind of things working is not the easiest thing sometimes. It shows for me, but not for you. It could be that I don't have that DLC outfit, whatever you're using. So yeah, we'll start. Swampwitch, if you do get things set up or anything, you do want to join, just let me know and I can always remake the game. Although that does kind of terrify me at the minute. Okay, now we pray. One game, you can do it. Just keep you guessing with the loading screen. Okay, I'm in. Pika is in. Zill's name is there. Zill's in, nice. We did it. See, I told you I hadn't changed anything since the last time. Right, what does this character even have? Because I have never played it for ages. Ah, yes, the old Yasminkov 9000 and Psycho Wand. Yeah, sorry about those technical issues. Right, do I need to buy anything before we get started? Hi Marco, good to see you. Alright, let's get our fortune. Sure, give me 100,000. I'm feeling good. I am blessed, defense plus 9. That's not great. I mean, I'll take it. Well, let's see. What do I even have unlocked on this character? I guess no Tsumakiri J sword today. No, I was saving that for PSO. I did a bit more work on sealing my SGS. It's still way off. Yeah, what is I'll start a quest, but if you are still eating Pika, don't worry, just join us when you finish. You got a heart attack when you got in live. Right, let's do... I might not have every single quest on this character because she's only done episode 1, I think, but should be good. Yeah, let's start with that. What level are you guys? 77 and 97, okay. Yeah, should be good with that, I think. So yeah, now that it's working, this is PSP2 Infinity. Hi Nature, good to see you. Alright, what have we got? Yeah, doing pretty good, thanks, yeah. We had a bit of a nightmare at the start of the stream, just getting this working again. Yeah, we played it 2 weeks ago and it was totally fine, but this week we've had some issues getting it working, but it's working now. You won't join but off your PC, no worries. I cannot remember what this character has at all. I've not played her in probably years. Okay, she has the hype beam, that's good. What do you have to do when you come there? So there is a pinned message, Natura. You just need to set your method of playing the game, set that to use the sorcom.cc server, like it says in the pin comment. I always forget that he has 9k is like a single machine gun in this. Yeah, so ranges in this, well, any sort of range weapon, they have charge shots like base game PSP2. Really? I don't know why that didn't work, but okay. Sadly, most of the charge shots are kind of crap. Yeah, well, for the charge shot 2s. Yeah, they're a real mixed bag. As I said, I haven't played this character in years, so I have no idea which charge shots I've even got on at the minute. Charge shot 2... Charge shot 1 on the twin handguns. I will say I wasn't a big fan of this one. Seems kind of... eh. Some of them were later reused as PS2 Fortnite. Yeah, so if you're using something like PPSSPP, there is a networking tab in the options for it. Just set the server to SOCOM CC. You need to set the... What was the other option? You also need to set the port offset to 10,000. And obviously set up your username and everything as well, but that should work then. Oh, I heard a rare. Magic focus, sure. Oh, and a Uran Sour as well. I mean, I've been selling most of these, to be honest. It's funny how the girl with guns gets a magical girl wand. Yeah. I mean, we're fighting relatively low level enemies, so we're not going to get anything super rare, but... Yeah, I did say anyone is free to join this, so I'm happy doing any level stuff. Unfortunately, I don't really have a character around their level. I've got one at about 40, and then my next highest is this one. Do you have to, like... Yeah, I think you might have to shoot the base of the trap or something. Let's try that. Ah, it is. Yeah, you have to go into first person and then shoot the base of the trap. Just to make it more annoying. I mean, it's nice damage, that charge shot. It just looks a bit underwhelming. I should probably put something in her other hand when she's using this. That would probably be a good idea. Like a saber or something. That charge shot lives on in PSO2 stylish roll. Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? I always forget that you can't use machine guns in first person for some reason. Mech guns go very good with Mazetta shots, yeah. Which of the classes in this game would you say is really strong? So in base game, Braver or Vanguard, whichever you want to call it, that was very, very overpowered in the base game, I would say. In Infinity, I feel like it was balanced a little bit better. I don't know if there is like a truly overpowered class. I mean, Force is because of Sazonde. Like, Sazonde is ridiculously busted in this game. Another Uran Sarah. Just because it has the ability to do damage, juggle, and several other things. It's just very, very strong. I don't really feel like there's a bad class in this game. I need to get used to Pikasim wait a sec all the time. I think it's like a chat shortcut they've got. To be fair, everyone can use Sazonde technically. Forces just turn it from super strong to broken, yeah. Yeah, because of how the weapons work in this, you can kind of use whatever you want. So, I mean, I'm playing Ranger at the minute and I've still got a Psycho Wand. It's just the Forces obviously do a lot more damage with attacks. Are claws in this game alright or are they bad? I think you can make them work in this. They're certainly a lot better than PSO. Hi, Drac, good to see you. Yeah, claws are pretty good. They definitely got a bit of a redemption from PSO for sure. Oh god, robots. It's very annoying having to go into like first person and shoot those. Really? I'm a cast, I should have trap vision. Yeah, I don't know if there is any like truly bad weapon types in this. They balance them pretty well, honestly. You think this game has the best combat gameplay of any Phantasy Star game? It's definitely up there, for sure. I think for like depth of combat, it's probably like this, PSO2, and I mean NGS is kind of derived from PSO2, so that, I mean, has some depth to it. Definitely a lot more complicated than PSO and PSU. But I still like those games. Humans are interesting because Infinity balanced them to be the defensive tank compared to the Beast's dodge tank. It is very weird just having a Ranger and then pulling out a Psycho Wand though. I'll never get used to that. Claws are cheap too. Just grab the tenner of fine and buy the best claw right out of the shop. I played a lot of the demo version. I remember getting a claw and it was your strongest weapon when you were playing. Also tended to play Hunter, although now I play more Tech or Force. Yeah, like I say, this game you can get away with playing any class really. They're all strong enough. And to be honest, the enemies get really strong at high level anyway, so most classes will die in like a couple of hits anyway. By the way, if you can't remember how to go into first person, it's for me it's like left trigger and down on the D-pad. Hello, Rod. That was a hell of a combo. I really need to change these elements up. Do I have... Nah, I'm using the right ones at the minute. It's kind of interesting in this game that the range weapons have elements tied to them. which is not something that was in PSU. There you go. Generally, there is nothing inherently bad in PSP2 Infinity, but some things are more overpowered. Everything's at least useful. Yeah, I'd agree with that. There is some stuff that is ridiculously overpowered. By which I mean Sazonda. Ryu's Psychonaut. You may have noticed that rares drop quite often in this game. Oh, I heard another rare. Where is it? Escape doll. I'll take it. The gangster style machine gun. Oh yeah, she shoots sideways because she's cool. Yeah, where am I going? You should know by now that I don't do directions. I don't actually even know what SUV weapon I've got on this character. It is legitimately probably about 10 years since I played this character. What does she have? I need to say this. Starlight Cluster, apparently. Whatever that is. Oh, congrats, Zell. Oh, Pick is down again. I finally find someone playing one of the good Phantasy Star games. By the way, a question. Do you know if the Portable games have the Zahak Great Sword from Zero? I think it's in. I will try and remember that and see if I can check it after. I have a feeling it is. I was wondering if you're using a HD texture pack. I'm not, but I'm running the game at much higher native resolution, so it just looks better because of that. There are some like cheap packs you can get to do things like 60 FPS and so on. I did try and get it working earlier, but for some reason it wouldn't work, which is like the story of this stream. For a giant screw you laser, the range of that charge shot is kind of crap. It is. It is. Also, good to see Azure Glint as well. I mean, at this point, I may as well save the SUV for the boss. Alright, that was not worth it at all. Use the analog camera cheat to use second stick. I should do that. Right. So again, I have the totally wrong element for this. I believe this guy is light element, I think. We'll make it work. Yeah, it's fine. Love the Sword and Zero. It was one of the first rare drops I got. Remember clearly it had a unique sound effect when swinging it around. It was so cool. Had my first clear of the Eternal Tower with it. Nice. Also, hi, Kiriyamaya as well. Never fought this guy in Infinity. I imagine he's largely the same. With the exception of he doesn't seem to blow your eardrums out in this game, which is an improvement. I will say that his theme doesn't really hit the same in Infinity. Right, I'm going to use the SUV. I want to see which one it is. It's the surfboard one. You always wanted to see how TP works in online. Yeah, he feels kind of similar to the PSU fight. Can you still get stuck in his back like you can in PSU? Is that something I can do? He's a lot faster in Infinity, I will say. Where's he going? Sir? Oh, he keeps turning away from me every time I near him. He also does gelling as well, which I don't think he did in PSU. Okay, I probably don't want to be in the way of that. Okay, how loud's it going to be? That's much better. Yeah, I don't know why it... Like, the mic... Well, the explosion noise peaks so much in PSU. Cool, GG. Luma Assemba, I don't think I need that. I can sell it though. Now that I think about it, I learned English thanks to Phantasy Star Zero. Had to play with this Spanish-English dictionary and was manually translating as I was playing. Nice. For what it's worth, I kind of got started with learning some Japanese through this and PSO2, so kind of in the similar boat. Right, what we'll do is I will check to see if that sword is in the game that you mentioned. Oh, I'm so glad we got it working. Should consider learning Japanese. I heard that Nova is quite good. Yeah, I can't remember if there's an English patch at all for Nova. It's still one of the games I haven't got around to playing. Right, I'm just going to go and check this because I want to see if that sword is in the game. So it was called Zahak. Also, yeah, this is my room for this character. There is an English patch, but it's incomplete and a bit messy. Okay. Yeah, she's got a chair for when she needs to do her evil deeds. I thank you for the card. I will send you mine as well. If you know Japanese, I would say stick to that. I don't know enough to sort of follow full conversations. I kind of know enough to get by, but probably not enough to actually play a full game in Japanese. I mean, I played PSO2 on the Japanese servers, but for that, you just need to know katakana, really, for the item names and everything. Right, let's see. Is Zahak in the game? I can't guarantee I've got it either, but... Okay, there is Shuzak. Do I have Zahak? I don't have it on here. I I do have Shuzak. I can't remember if that's linked. There's also Auryu as well. How did they do partner machines in Portable 2 again? It's way easier than PSU. Yeah, in this, I don't think you feed them. Yeah, they are basically in this just to like, manage your room, more or less. Yeah, you don't do a whole lot with them in this game. You don't need to like level them up or anything like it did in PSU because you don't synth anything in this game. Everything drops pre-made. I don't think Shuzak is related. The Zahak doesn't have a laser edge. Yeah, I don't know if I've got one then. Well, no, because it'd be in here if it's listed. I'll tell you what, give me a second. I will look it up for you. Yeah, you can take them on missions with you as well. So what's it called? Zahak. It's not showing up on the PSP2 wiki, so maybe not. I'd have to see the weapon again in Zero. See if I've got it in there. But, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there's something similar to it because there is a lot of gear in this game. I mean, see, I've got a decent amount of weapons, but most of them I'm hovering at around half. And there's still a lot I don't have. Nice chair. Alright, back to missions. I'm just having a very quick look on the Infinity, on the PS0 wiki, because I just want to see if I can see that sword. Ah, yeah, I see it on the wiki. Yeah, I don't think that is in Infinity. But there is, like I said, there is plenty of other stuff in there. So you'll probably find other stuff. There is some Zero stuff in the game though. So swords like Yonohate, for example, are in this game. So there is some PS0 stuff in the game for sure. Yeah, Yonohate Zenjak. Let's see. I don't want to do something too difficult because I know obviously they're not particularly high level. So let's have a look on Clad 6. I was going to say, what's Gearzog? Oh, yeah, go on. I'm going to do it because this boss is annoying as hell and I want to show it off. Yeah, it's Pika Nose. Yeah, have fun with this one. You probably recognise this map if you play Clementine PSU because they seem to use it all the time. Excuse me, that was rude. Yeah, Yonohate was like mega rare in Zero. I can't remember where it drops in this game. But yeah, it's there. There is also some other Zero references as well. So I know, for example, for female characters, like one of the hairstyles is Ceres's hairstyle from Zero. So yeah, have fun with these rappies, by the way. There's even two Yonohate. Yonohate Fu, which can be unsealed like the J-Sword in PSO, and Yonohate In, which has the second highest insta-kill chance in the game. Yep. It still makes me mad in this game that you can't unseal the sealed J-Sword, though. I don't know why they decided on that. Like, yeah, let's give them the sealed J-Sword and make it not unsealable. Thanks, Sega. Yeah, it is actually a sealed J-Sword, yeah. Actual footage of that decision being made. Oh god, I hate these lilies. It's only unsealable on Raggle, I guess. Apparently. I mean, I know there's that other sword, I think it's called Kokuinto Hozuki, I think. I know that is unsealable, kind of. But it's just odd that they made the decision to add the sealed J-Sword and then make it not unsealable. Surely the whole point of getting the sealed J-Sword is to unseal it, although I shouldn't be saying that because I have a sealed J-Sword and haven't unsealed it yet. On PSO. I think they're prepared to bring stuff via DLC and they never bothered, or that's the feeling. Possibly. There was actually a lot of DLC for this game as well when it released. As you can probably tell, they quite like the jump pads in this map. How long would it take to do the 23 kills, roughly? I don't know sort of exact timings or anything, but I mean, the way people normally do it is to spam either Beyond the Horizon, which is about 500 or so kills per run, or I guess you could do Cal's Clock Challenge, which is a few hundred kills as well. But you are talking obviously a lot of runs to get 23k. What I tend to do with it, because I'm in no rush to unseal it, what I tend to do is I'll just use it as I'm playing normally to get a few kills that way. And then every so often I'll do a little bit of a grind on it just to try and get some more kills on it. I'm not the kind of person that could just sit down and grind out 23,000 kills in one go. That sounds like hell to me. Oh, I forgot about these guys, these weird dudes. It eventually happens, yeah. I think the issue with the 23,000 kills if you're playing with other people is that you only get the kill count if you kill the enemy. So if someone else kills it, you don't get the kill for it. Which obviously slows it down a lot, so ideally you want to do it solo. Which is why it's really boring to do. Yeah, it's finishing blow only. It's funny how two of the strongest swords in the game are B-rank DLC weapons. Which ones was it? Can you remember? Also, if you're wondering what the sort of the ping thing on the floor is, certain enemies can have boost auras. Think of it like the boosters enemies in Zero. They generally have stronger stats and have a higher chance of giving res. I just realised I can't hit the rappies with this charge shot. Yeah, I can't hit these rappies with the charge shot because the bullets go over the head. I'd have to do first person. it's not like your friends are going to be dealing the finishing blow even with it sealed. You say that, but the sealed J-Sword when it's still sealed is really weak. It's really not a good weapon. And if you're wondering, you know, since it's not unsealable in this game, is it better stats then? Not really. Does this area have a Gigu? I don't think there is anything... I don't think Gigu is in this. It's hard to remember like what is in this game because there is so many different enemies. I don't think there is a Gigu. Yeah, it's more or less just a callback weapon in this. But I still question the decision of adding it and not making it unsealable. That seems like a swing and a miss. I was going to say, there's clearly something over there. If you're putting the sword in, you may as well go for the second step. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you're putting the sealed J-Sword in, surely we should add in Samikiri. Yeah, maybe there's some reason that we're not privy to. It's sitting me curious how many people recognise the weapons here by the name. I think for things like the PSO weapons, a lot of people recognise them because maybe they played PSO at the time. I admit, I like Amelia's character development during episode 1. So, she starts out as kind of just like a bratty kid. But I think towards the end, she actually gets quite an interesting character. Damn, that Rappy had no chill. Character development in my grinded JRPG. I know, who'd have thought? Looks like New Genesis. Yeah, I think New Genesis has kind of only got the point of character development in the last story. Like, the most recent story has like a little bit. We're getting there, slowly. The only real issue with episode 1 I have is that how they had to retcon the Guardians to be a lot more shaded to make a character fit in the story. Yeah. Oh god, here we go. So this is going to be an experience for anyone who hasn't done this boss. It's probably going to be an experience for me as well because I haven't done it in years. Let's try and get 50 chain. We can try. Maybe we'll one-shot. I mean, we can try it. Hit the weak point for massive damage. I mean, of course there's an enemy crab boss. Yeah, I seem to remember this guy was incredibly frustrating. Like, this guy probably gives PTSD to certain people who have played Infinity before. Look at him. Just look at him. And now notice what the level is doing. And this is the main annoyance with this boss. Alright, can we kill? Alright, 50. It did not instant kill. But yeah, as he walks around the arena, he makes it tilt. He also kind of stun locks you with those bubbles that follow you constantly. He also has these bombs that follow you as well. Hi, Matt, good to see you. Alright, end this man's career. Damn. Doesn't this mean you can get to the high ground? I mean, sort of, until he walks over to us. He also doesn't really stop moving. Do you know what? I'm actually gonna SUV, because I believe this one builds churn. It does. Yeah, he likes to tip the level around a lot. Nidra is evil in this game. It's gone rogue. I'd like to also point out this is only A rank. Oh yeah, he also makes the middle of the level just kind of a no-go zone, so enjoy that. Okay, we broke one of his arm things, that's good. They could have made Squidward here, they could, but they made this guy. Oh god, here we go. Is he gonna do it? There's an attack he hasn't done yet. He's very annoying. I guess the reason he puts the thing in the middle is because it would kind of get around the whole gimmick of him tilting the arena around. So you think, oh great, it's done. No, no. There was a hint of PSO Darkfalls to him as well. Yeah, so now he tilts it so much you slide. He has so much health as well. He's a normal boss. I just think we go for a break here, to be honest. Also, your aim will get constantly distracted by these spinning things. Yeah, so he almost killed me there, and I'm level 130. He's level 94. Oh god, Squidward's gone mad. Honestly, I kind of find the bubbles the most annoying thing because you're in the middle of a combo and then just get interrupted. Oh god, finally. Never come back in any Phantasy Star, ever. Yeah, that's enough of that guy for this stream. It's mad to me that there isn't a PSO for Switch or Switch 2. Yeah, I mean, the only Phantasy Stars you've got on Switch is you've got the Sega Ages version of the original Phantasy Star. I guess Phantasy Star 4... Well, yeah, 4 is on, like, Switch Online. And if you're in Japan, there's, like, a cloud version of PSO 2. Actually, yeah, I mean, I agree with that, actually. Yeah, he does look very, very similar to that Sin Spawn from Final Fantasy X. After all that, I dropped nothing good. Thanks, Crab. Mission over, how can I join? I mean, we could try and remake the game. I'm kind of scared to do it. Never tried any of the cloud things they did. There was one for Kingdom Hearts too. I'm not sure, honestly. Yeah, I suppose if you had a modded Switch, you could install Linux and run PSOBB. Not that Nintendo want you to do that, of course. I don't know if anyone saw, speaking of Nintendo, they announced recently that the price of the Switch 2 is going up, which I kind of expected would happen. I just realized I have traps and I haven't used any. I should really use them. They're very good in this game. It's terrible. Is this the Kingdom Hearts cloud thing? It's so bad it has a speedrun category to see how long it takes to crash the server where it runs. God, and the say Phantasy Star's bad. It's in the name, it only drops crab, yeah. Alright, what I will do is... it says I can't connect to server. That is because we're in game. So we have to quit out of the game and make a new one. You can't join when people are already in. Hi, Nightcrawler, good to see you. Here for lurking, no worries. Yeah, so what I'll do is I will quit out and I will make another game. And we hope it works. Hopefully we don't have a Me 2.0, hopefully. I mean, if they can't get it working, then we'll just run back in with 3 again. Yeah, we only have limited time to stream, so... I'm going to change character as well, because I think I prefer every other class apart from Ranger. Let's go Hunter. That works. Yeah, the cheats thing, Pika. So I put them in like a cheat folder, and when I loaded the game, I went to the cheat menu, and there was just nothing listed. So I must be doing something wrong, I think. All right, multi-mode. Form party. Right. Hopefully the party is now up. Fingers crossed. Okay, Pika is in. That makes me feel better. Zilla's in. Nice. Yeah, so Nichira, if you go to multi-mode, not the internet multi-mode, it has to be just the regular multi-mode. And join that. There should be a party with my character name, which is Amica. If you can see that game, then you should be able to join it. Hunter because she's hunting the most dangerous game, red boxes, of course. Yeah, no, sure. So the server, I can show you this quick. If you go into the networking tab, you want to be using the socom.cc server. And then the other thing you want to set to make sure you've got it is further down there is port offset. And you want to have that at 10,000. You might be able to see it because of my camera, but yeah, port offset here. You just want it at 10,000. And that should hopefully work. I can only imagine they tested Kingdom Hearts on an OG Switch 1 with the lesser battery life and it was a big sipper. But yeah, about the Switch 2 price increase, I think I'd been expecting it for a while because obviously, you know, Sony have put the price up on the PS5 a few times. You know, with everything going on with like tech prices, I think it was kind of inevitable it was going to go up. I mean, I've got a Switch 2, but I've literally only used it for Pocopia and playing like Game Boy Advance and Switch 1 games. Reminds me I haven't been on Clementine in a bit. Yeah, I probably need to do a PSU stream soon. So I'll give it another couple of minutes, and if Natura can't get in, we'll just start. But yeah, talking about the cloud games, it's kind of weird that PSO2 has a cloud version in Japan, but not anywhere else. I guess, I don't know, maybe they couldn't justify having a separate cloud server or something for the West. And it'd be too, I'd imagine it'd be way too laggy to connect to the Japanese one. Imagine Infinity, but Cass can use a nanoblast ability that turns them into PSO2's AIS. You're going to hold off on PSOBB until the anniversary event. That is totally fine. You have a waiting for leader, so you need to set something else then. So if it says waiting for leader... Oh, no worries, Natura, it's fine. So you want to make sure... I can quickly hide my camera for this just so I can see it. Just give me a second. So you can probably see now. To go in networking. Down near the bottom, there is an option here for port offset. It should be by default set to 10,000. That's what you want to have it at. If it says anything else, change it to 10,000. Oh yeah, I have an RX 7900 XTX. Yeah, I quite like it. To be honest, for what I do with streams, my PC is totally overkill. Oh, there we go. Is Yuri your character? If not, we can just start. I mean, because we've got 4. Yeah, level 200 as well, yeah. Oh, yours is a different character, okay. So, yeah, I guess someone else is going. Unfortunately, it is a 4-player limit on Infinity. Oh, you're a Newman character, okay. Yeah, so... If it was still saying that you're waiting party members... Oh, it's you, Swamp Witch, okay. The server will kick me in a minute. I will start the game then, just to see if it works. It always kicks me. Let's see. Today might be the day. I'll put my camera back on as well. There you go. I'm going to keep your RX 6700 for a while. I want to see how the new architecture of AMD ends up looking. Yeah, I don't know what the plans are going forward, really. I mean, for me, I just got this one because I wasn't really feeling the NVIDIA offerings. Obviously, a lot of the NVIDIA cards were having that problem with the power cord, you know, with the power connection on them. And I didn't really fancy going for a graphics card that might set on fire. So that's the main reason I went for the AMD one. Also, I've had an NVIDIA card before and I had problems with it, so... I thought I'd try AMD for a change. So far, it's been pretty good. Well, I mean, you're in. I don't know how long for, but you're in. Guess can't make it work. Yeah, I would check the settings. I mean, so on the Discord, there is the settings listed as well there. But yeah, you basically just want to make sure that it says socom.cc for the server. Make sure your offset is at 10,000. Make sure you've set things like a username as well. Complete Amazon party. Kraz would go nuts at this. He would. Alright, let's do... Do you know what? We haven't done Angelus. I like Angelus. It might be pretty brutal, but... yeah. Yeah, I like Angelus. I think it's a really cool fight. Yeah, I think links get automatically blocked, Natura. If you want to show your character off though, I do have like I said, I do have a Discord server if you haven't joined that yet. Should be a link to that in the description on the video, so feel free to join over there and you can post your picture to your character there if you want to. You thought it was Dark Falls, but it was him, Dios. Yeah, I mean, for me, I would rather fight Olga Angelus any day of the week than Dark Falls Dios. I can't stand the Dios fight. Congrats. Oh god, ill girls. Kind of sure on Twitch as well. It might, yeah, it probably won't let you drop the link here on Twitch as well either. It's just like a security thing on YouTube and Twitch just to stop you from posting like offensive links. I know you're not, but no one likes the DS fight. I will say I like the music for the fight. I like the setting of the fight, and I like how Dios looks. I just think mechanically the fight is garbage. The fact that pretty much one entire phase of it revolves around that command thing that you've got to do where you jump into the air that the game doesn't really tell you about. Like, alright. But yeah, Nature, if you want to, if you do want to show your character off, the best place is to probably post it on the Discord. Yeah, it's a shame because the Dios looks super cool. Probably one of my favourite Dark Falls designs, honestly. I just can't stand the fight. Don't you have the Discord? Yeah, so if you want to join the Discord server, there should be, on YouTube, I know definitely in the video description for YouTube, there should be a link to join the Discord there. And then we have like a miscellaneous Phantasy Star section that you can post that in. Ooh, is that Escape Doll? It is. I hate how Escape Dolls are rares in this. It gets you so excited. The fight was a nightmare, yeah. I really don't like it. Whereas I think Olga Angelus is a really, really good fight. Probably one of the best fights, honestly. It's called Dark Falls Dios because people yell Dios mío so they don't have to deal with it. I forget how strong the Bellas are in this. Yeah, again, I will say, I do feel like Infinity is one of the harder Phantasy Star games. Like, the higher level stuff, I mean, we're only doing like 120s here. But some of the higher level stuff in this game is very, very difficult. Oh, nice. Do I have the dropkick here? Nice. You can't find a link to the Discord. Give me a second and I will get a link for you. This is where I'll die to the Chaos Sorcerers. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if it stops me from portaling. It shouldn't do. There you go. That should give you an invite to join. That was rude. Unlike PSO, the Belrose do not have that blind spot where you can just sit between their rocket punches. Nope. Oh yeah, Delbiters. Yeah, I forgot these are in the game. At least you can knock them over in this. Also, yeah, we were speaking about Phantasy Star Zero weapons earlier. There you go. Axion. Another Halo Rod. You can see their toe beans. They do have toe beans. Yeah, I think was it Kai that used Axion in Zero? I really don't like Gilgils. Was Axion human only in PS0? I'm not sure, honestly. My knowledge of Zero is very lacking. Axion is human only in Zero, okay. Oh god, Chaos Sorcerers and Delbiters. It's like a PSO nightmare. There you go, toe beans. It started with Axion, then eventually upgrades to Emperor Axion, which is the one you have now, yeah. Yeah, because it was in PSO2 as well, wasn't it? Yeah, I really like Hunter in this game. To be fair, I've always really liked the melee classes in these games, so that's probably no surprise. It was in PSO2, it was like an 8-star weapon, yeah. I heard another rare somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Huge cutter. I mean... Am I full on items? No, it was just very laggy. Zero needs a 60 FPS patch. I mean, I know there's at least 1 or 2 people that are trying to remake Zero at the minute. There's like sort of fan projects. From what I've seen of them, they look really interesting. Huge cutter, but doesn't look much bigger than the swords. Yeah, that's a really good point, isn't it? Yeah, huge cutter is actually not a very big sword. Oh, is this to stop the spikes, or is that just the dark? Yeah, I mean, it's probably not advantageous for me to be stood there as a hunter. Yeah, so the bellers in this kind of like swing their arm outwards when they fire it, and it makes it a much bigger hitbox. So that totally randomly appears on your feed. The guy's porting the game to, I think, Godot. Yeah, I can't remember what engine they were using for it now, but yeah, they're more or less recreating it. It's really, really impressive when you see what they're doing. It might cut huge things, but can it slay a dragon in one strike? Take me back to my sword. Yeah, this sword is kind of disgustingly strong. Yeah, for what it's worth, I was talking about it earlier, this is kind of the infinity equivalent of the Tsumakura J sword. Kind of. Oh god, here we go, boss time. I can't remember what element Angelus is. I want to say he's light. We'll find out. So do we do first phase, or is it just Angelus? Fake Olga. Okay, it's just Angelus. Yeah, I love this fight. I genuinely think it might be one of the best final bosses in Phantasy Star. Yeah, he is light. I thought he's going to last too long, because we do have level 200, but... God, the hitbox in that, you have to dive so early for it. Oh, God. Okay, he wasn't doing the attack I thought he was going to do. That's fine. He's just floating menacingly away. I just, you know, bigged you up and said you're one of the best boss fights in the game. Can you do something? First phase is dark, while his Angelus form is light. Also, keeping Amelia alive in that battle is a nightmare. Yeah, the hitbox on the arm smash is so big. Alright, what's he doing? Is this one way pulls you towards him? Yeah, it is, okay. I'm giving him a chance to look cool. Thank you. Okay, that's the attack I didn't want him to do. Yeah, there you go. That's what happens when you don't get to the side in time. Okay, probably not good that I've just started a fort on that. Yep, see you later. You can kind of perfect guard that, but I just didn't have a timer for it at all. Please tell me I've got some moon atomizers. Thank you. First time seeing this PSO game looks like fun. It is very, very fun. It's probably one of the best Phantasy Star games, like, legitimately. I will say that if you can't play Infinity for some reason, even playing the PSP2 base game is really fun. Okay, he slapped me and died from it. I'll take that. You can block it. It's kind of awkward timing for it. It hits you, I think, 3 times, and you can perfect guard each one, but just having the right timing for it. It's very fun as long as you don't fight any of the episode 2 bosses. What is it about episode 2 in these games? Okay, I got an Artemis, which is a shield. And a Rabble Lumerous. So nothing really, but, you know, he was only level 124. He still killed me twice. It looks like something which has disconnected. Yeah, it's strictly not PSO game, but yeah. This was on the PSP. I think the only attack you can't perfect guard from Angelus is the Black Hole because it always counts as a hit from the back. That's really interesting. I guess because he's pulling you towards him, so it hits you from the back, yeah. Yes, this was released on the PSP Freezer Burn. Because they had this slightly amusing thing of having a PSP game called PSP. They knew what they were doing. Yeah, there's a few games on the PSP. So there was the original Phantasy Star Portable, which is kind of like a toned-down version of PSU. Then there was the sequel, Phantasy Star Portable 2, which is much enhanced game. For me, is a much better game than the first one. And then this is PSP2 Infinity, which was originally unreleased in Japan. But again, there is a full English patch for it. It's like Persona 3 Portable. Yeah, they knew what they were doing, you know, releasing games with the initials PSP. That's why I personally abbreviate it as PSPO. I mean, it's not too bad for Infinity, because at least for Infinity, you can just call it PSP2i. But yeah, I played this for the first time back more or less when it released. I think a lot of people got this game initially because, if I remember correctly, those who were around at the time might be able to remember, I'm sure there was some kind of promotion that Sega were doing where I think if you bought Infinity, I think you got into a draw to go into one of the alpha tests for PSO2, I think it was. I can't remember the exact specifics of it, but I'm sure there was like, you got a chance to get in the alpha test for PSO2 if you got this game. So I think a lot of people got it just for that. It always feels like PSP2 is more of a sequel to Zero than to PSP1 and PSU in the gameplay department. I mean, it's a massive step on from PSP1 for sure. There was, I'm glad I wasn't misremembering that. Yeah, I think it must have been like a chance of an entry. One of the people who won was on the PSO2 Discord server, nice. I got into the alpha test for PSO2 back in the day, but I didn't get into it through Infinity. I got in like the second round, so I think it was like the second alpha test I started with. Are we going to reset? I don't know if Swamp Witch is still in chat or not. I mean, I am happy to remake the game if someone wants to try getting in. Either Swamp Witch or Natura, whichever. Or anyone else in chat. They were part of their community management. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how many people got in through buying Infinity. I wish that Sega would just kill PSO2 Classics so we'd have a chance at a private server. I mean, if you know about the private servers, you know that there is one being worked on, but obviously probably best to wait until Sega's finished with theirs. I would, but then we would be stuck on level 1 stuff because I don't know what I've done with my PSP2 save. I mean, I guess we can do another run. I mean, unless Sale and Pika are okay with doing low-level stuff, I mean, I'm personally fine helping people read low-level. But obviously, I don't want to like commit them to it as well. If they're okay with that, then I don't mind remaking. I wish PSU came back with Portable 2 game settings and had new chapters and characters and everything. Yeah, it would be cool to see Sega do something for PSU. I mean, I think this year, isn't it? Yeah, this year is PSU's 20th anniversary, I think. I'm really not expecting anything for it, to be clear. I don't think the PSU was like a popular enough game, all things considered. I mean, it was popular, but in comparison to PSO, not so much. It would be nice if they do something, but given they didn't really do much for PSO's 25th, I don't really see it. You're okay with remaking? Oh, yeah, we can remake then. We need a PSU collection. That's really funny because... So, Pika on Twitch and Yami on YouTube both basically said exactly the same thing at the same time. We need a PSU Legacy collection. Alright, well, what I'll do is I will save and then we can remake. So yeah, if you do have a low-level character or anything and you do want to join, this will be your chance. Again, if you are joining, just make sure you're using the right server, make sure you're using the right version of, if you're using PPSSPP, just make sure it's the right version of that. Still one of the best themes, by the way. Ignite Infinity is so good. What we need is a full-on Phantasy Star decompilation project, decompiling and porting all past Phantasy Star games, and make a mega collection of Phantasy Star since Sega is set on not making money. Right, well, if we're doing like low-level stuff, you will have another chance to enter, yeah? So we're going to make another party. I mean, I've got a level 49 character there. I guess I could use her. I've got no idea what she has. I guess I can pick her and we can see what there is. A collection of the entire Phantasy Star series, the Phantasy Star Omniverse, maybe. I mean, obviously, I know that they're kind of busy with NGS. That's obviously their priority for Phantasy Star. This drip, I mean, this is like the most basic outfit. Yeah, I'm not sure, Natura, so again, just to show you, in your settings, in networking, just make sure that your server IP address should be socom.cc. You want to add a nickname in here, so for me, I've got SectionSkyly, you choose whatever you want. You need to put your username in here as well. And then apart from that, there's really not much else you need to do. The only other real thing is the port offset at the bottom, which just needs to be 10,000. Apart from that, should be it. And just make sure you're using the right version of PPSSPP, which for us, we are using version, I think it's 1.20.3. I think everyone has to have the same version. I literally played through 120 levels of PSP Online just so I could carry over my character with a costume that required some stuff to unlock for some reason. Using the newest version, that's good. Your character is wearing the DLC outfit I am wearing on my screen. Okay, so maybe she's not in this outfit and maybe it's just I don't have the DLC installed. I have no idea which outfit it is. I mean, I'll check when I get in the game. Maybe that's why they're saying I'm wearing drip. Not on my end. Is the Saber one? I have no idea. Probably need to try and sort the DLC if that's possible. And yeah, I'm not sure how many people are still employed on the Phantasy Star team. I think the Phantasy Star, like the NGS team, I think is fairly small. That's the impression I get. When the grind gets dreary and the rare drops don't come, you can at least try to light things up with fashion. Saber wasn't DLC, it was codes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's happening then. Or is it the Gurren Lagann skin? The one for Yoko? Yeah, because I remember that Yoko had an outfit you could get. Yeah, I remember having that. So that might be why it's not working. Well, imagine that she looks like Yoko from Gurren Lagann. Nope, Swamp Witcher has something to say. For those who can't connect, check the setting. Yoko will be 100% a range. I mean, I can't remember what class his character is. I want to say maybe Force, but I think I used the outfit a lot when I played on the PSP. So apparently you want to check the setting for try to use server provided packet relay. Thank you for that, Swamp Witch, as well. I am Force. I saw your class before I joined. Okay. Yeah, leave it at auto. I'll give it another minute or so. It's Yoko's outfit. It's basically a swimsuit with gloves and thigh highs. I mean, yeah, exactly. When I had it set to no, I couldn't see your parties. Okay. So I guess set that to either yes or auto, whichever. When I changed it to yes, I could. Okay. Good to know. Sky being a man of culture, of course. Any luck, Natura? If not, then you might have to talk to us on the Discord and see if we can figure out what's going on. But yeah, there was a lot of DLC outfits for this game. I remember, I don't know if it was DLC or codes, but I seem to remember there was a Hatsune Miku outfit as well. I'm sure. There was a lot of collabs. I know someone mentioned the Fate collab as well. There was probably loads more. There's Evangelion as well. It says waiting party leader. Yeah, so you must have something not set right. Do you have is your offset set at 10,000? Most important collab is KFC and Pizza Hut, of course. It should be at 10,000. If that doesn't work, we'll probably have to get started. Yeah, make sure it says 10,000. Once it says 10,000, then try again. Overall, the PSP games were stuffed with claws, weren't they? I remember that Monster Hunter games also had a good bunch of them. Yeah, it just seemed to be a thing they did with the PSP games, which is really weird for a system like that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know there was tons of claws. I mean, a lot of them I didn't even know what they were. Unfortunately, I don't have them all working on this at the minute. I need to try and sort it out. Channel wireless LAN, I have it on auto. Let's see, what is mine set? So, yeah, so this try to use server provided packet relay. You want that at either auto or yes. Hi Adrian, good to see you. I guess with it being the first wireless portable console, people wanted to see what was possible. Yeah, I suppose so. I love the progression. Monster Hunter learned stuff from PSO, then PSO2 basically ripped off Banthas from Monster Hunter. And then they kept collabing it, pretty much. I think less so recently, obviously, but yeah, back then there was a lot of sort of learning from the other teams. You shouldn't need to select a chapter. No, because when you start, you go and continue, you select your character, and then you go to multi-mode. If you're selecting a chapter, then you're trying to load story mode. So I think where you were was the right screen, because you said that it was awaiting the leader. That is the right screen you want to be on. Yeah, I'll give it like another minute or so, and then I'll start things up. I'm just glad we managed to get some games going. I was really worried at the start of the stream that that we weren't going to get anything working. Someone needs to do a video tutorial on setup. Yeah, it's a bit awkward because as much as I'd like to do it, it's basically showing emulation. I mean, I guess if you weren't showing the game itself, it's fine. I suppose you're just showing like how to set wireless up on an emulator. Happy you figured out it was the port. Yeah, I'm glad you got it sorted. Yeah, I think we'll start anyway. I think might worth asking on the Discord, Natura. If you're just asking the miscellaneous Phantasy Star section, I'm sure someone will be able to help you out. Alright, time to see what his character has. The next time I stream this, I will try and get the DLC stuff working. That probably explains why my hunter was in the standard beast outfit, because I'm sure she was wearing the Yoko outfit as well. Okay, well, she has no weapon. That's a good start. Ah, yeah, that's it. So it just says download item. So yeah, I need to sort that out. Right, hopefully I have a weapon that she can use. Please tell me I've got like a rod or something I can give her. Okay, I can use Clarity VSAS 3, that's something. Is there anything else she can use? Yeah, no worries, Natura. It's probably just something in the wireless settings on the emulator that you need to sort. It takes a little bit to try and figure out what the issue is. Like I said, maybe just ask on the Discord and see if anyone can help. Check your text, I will. I'm a bit worried, yeah, because why would she not have a weapon? Okay, she was clearly a ranger. She clearly is not a force. So I guess I switched to force for some reason. Let's actually switch back then, so I can use her for the stream. Yeah, she really doesn't have much, so I guess we're going ranger again. I mean, it's fine. Can I at least, like, use something? Can I extend the rods to use? No. Fine. You need ranger drops. Sending messages to PSO screenshots. Yeah, that is probably the wrong place. Let me see. Yeah, so that's for PSO. So you want to be posting it in miscellaneous Phantasy Star. Yeah, I'm not sure why you're getting that screen, Natura. Hopefully someone on the Discord can help though. I like how you're on force, but you have a gun set up. Yeah, I obviously was doing something with this character. I have no idea what. Again, probably about 10 years since I played her. Right, is there anything I have that she can use then? Also, I also like how I was playing a ranger before. And I'm going to play one again. I see the Miku Leak Saber works, and the Valkyrian Spear works. So some of the DLC stuff's working, or code items, whichever. Right, come on, is there anything? I mean, I've got a leak rifle. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to use the leak rifle. Why not? Yeah, because everything else... Oh, I need like one level for those. That sucks. Right, anything else? Problem is, I don't have many like low-level things. I kind of sell most of them. I love the requirement with gender. Yeah, there is some stuff that is gender linked. It says requirement 6. Does really? I need to find something that is gender linked. I'm trying to find something that is gender linked. Where is it? One of the shotguns. There's a racist sword, I know. Who'd have thought? One of the shotguns, let's see. Oh yeah, cannot equip sex. Yeah. I mean, they're not wrong. Okay, so we don't really have anything. I mean, I guess I'm just going to rifle stuff. I mean, that'll work. Do I even have a charge shot? I have charge shot 1. I have no idea what the best charge shot is on rifle. But we're going to roll with it. Oh, it'll be fine. Do I have items? Sort of. Alright, she can't buy trimates yet. I forgot that, yeah, the shop gives you more stuff as you get higher level. She's not deemed worthy enough to buy trimates yet. You're gonna set up the game on the Vita, nice. Alright. I'm probably gonna be terrible. Because where haven't we been? We've done New Days. Don't think we've done Param. That way I can excuse a 1 hour long toilet break. Oh yeah, let's go. We'll do Sleeping Warriors, sure. Sleeping Warriors B, wow. In PSP2 Infinity, the line between terrible and good is Sazonda. Yeah, no worries, Nichira. We'll hopefully try and get it sorted for next time. Alright, behold the leak rifle. Amazing. Well, at least it's the right element. I completely missed. Yeah, I realize this is probably not going to be difficult for you guys because it's very low level, but it's fine. I mean, nice, but it hit the complete wrong enemy. A true monster of a mercenary beating enemies with green onions. Maybe most living beings in Garal have an onion allergy. Maybe. I see we've got enemies hiding in boxes. They've clearly been playing Phantasy Star 2. You know what? She actually does okay damage with the charge shot. I will say I was never a big fan of rifle in this game. Mainly because you can't move and shoot. You have to stop to shoot. Which feels quite odd in a game that's very mobile. I know there's other weapons that do the same, but I kind of feel you should be able to sidestep a rifle. You see, as soon as I shoot it, she stops. Rifles are kind of OP. Maybe that was to balance them. How do you see forces here? I mean, they're broken and became the most unbalanced class now for the spells and that. Yeah, forces are very, very overpowered. But it's not so much force that's overpowered, it's just Sazonda. And again, like someone was saying earlier, Sazonda can be used by anyone. It's just that because forces do more damage with it as well, it makes them even worse with it. But yeah, force is very, very good. Handguns are rifles, but more agile. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, rifles are fine. I personally just don't like the fact that you have to stop moving to shoot. To me, it just feels like the game is a very, very mobile, fast-paced game. And it just feels like it's slowing the pace down for no reason. But I guess if the gun is very, very strong, then maybe it's a way of balancing it a bit. Can you play this game solo offline? You can. Yeah, there is a fully featured story mode for it, so the base game for this, Phantasy Star Portable 2, has its own story, which I've actually done a full playthrough of on the channel. And then PSP2 Infinity has its own story mode as well. And yeah, they are single player offline. You can also play, just do whatever quests you want to as well, so even if you load story mode, you don't have to do the story quests. I mean, I think you have to do the story quest to unlock stuff originally. But once you've done story, you can just go into story mode and run whatever you want to. Yeah, it's very good offline as well. Can you do everything offline? There were certain quests that were online only. I think there is like cheats you can use in emulation to get those quests working online. Sorry, offline. But there is a very wide variety, like a very big variety of stuff you can do offline. I would say like legitimately about 90% of the content is doable offline without patching anything. Also, I mentioned it last time we played this as well, but with Infinity having the Infinity missions as well, they allow you to essentially make whatever mission you want to. So you can kind of do what you want. We might do an Infinity mission next, just so I can show them off. People haven't seen them before. Yeah, since this character's kind of lacking gear, we might remake after this. And I'll use my force, just so you can see force as well. For example, I'd play all of PSO episode 1 and 2 offline solo. Yeah, you can do that on this. If you play PSO as well, you probably like this, because there's a lot of PSO stuff in it. There's PSO areas, there's PSO bosses, PSO weapons. I mean, it was made, Infinity was made as like a 10th anniversary game for PSO, so there's a lot of references. I wonder if the Japanese players complained about PSU's guns being lacking compared to Hunters and the PS, and that's why PSO2 is so gun heavy. Possibly. Rangers are kind of weird in these games because obviously in PSO, like Ranger is kind of ridiculous. You know, Ranger in PSO really does not need much to be incredibly overpowered. And then in some of the games, they re-nerfed it. I know in Zero, Rangers are apparently not great. In this game, it feels like they're okay, but to me, it feels like they're a bit lacking compared to Hunters and Forces. I mean, they do good damage. It just feels like a bit underdeveloped compared to the classes. Yes, I think Tartaros Cannon is an Infinity, yeah. It's also in PS2 NGS as well. PSP2 range damage is slow, steady, unassuming but works. In PSO2, it's let's give the single target class an AoE that outdamages most POs. The thing about Rangers is they need a lot of chains. Yeah, I think the charge shots for Rangers, although they are fairly strong, they do kind of rely on having a big chain built up. Which again, when you're solo is not a big deal because you can just pull out some twin handguns or a machine gun and build chain really quickly. You know, chain is like very important in this game, particularly for bosses. Just because you'll do no damage if you don't build chain. Do you like this game or PSU model look very similar? They should look similar because this is essentially, well, it's in the same place as PSU. It's in the same universe and everything, no pun intended. Think of this as kind of like an evolution of PSU. So this came out later than PSU, so take everything that's in PSU, it'll probably be in this game, and then they've added more things in this. So, for example, if you play PSU, you'll know that there isn't really a way of dodging attacks very easily. You basically just move out of the way of them. Yeah, this came out after PSU. So, in PSU, you'll know that there isn't really a reliable way of dodging attacks. You kind of just move out the way of it and hope for the best. In Infinity, you can dodge roll. You can also guard as well, like that. So, kind of think of this as like PSU, but with a lot more mechanics. It's also the chain mechanic as well. I will always consider this like the sort of the ultimate version of the Garral system games, which is like PSU onwards. You never heard of this game until you saw the stream. It's probably because, so, Phantasy Star Portable 2 did release worldwide. But this version, which is Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity, which is kind of like a improved version of that game, was only released in Japan. This is like an English patch that I'm using to play it, but this version was only released in Japan. But even if you can't play this, it's still worth playing the regular Phantasy Star Portable 2. That's still a very good game. You like the story in this game? I like the episode 1 story. Episode 2 I can't really say too much on because I only ever played the episode 2 story when I had the version on my actual PSP, so it wasn't translated. It was all in Japanese. I kind of just played through it to unlock everything. I kind of got an idea of what happens. You could kind of tell. But yeah, at some point I probably need to play through it in English. Kind of wish the 3DS would have gotten a portable type game with the Zero universe. Yeah, would have been nice. I mean, Zero's a really good game, but yeah, it would have been nice to have it on 3DS as well. Are rares in this game like PSO, like how they drop and stuff? Pretty much. So the weapons and everything will all drop for your character, even in multiplayer. So what you see on the screen is for you. You probably know if you play PSO a lot, but, you know, obviously PSO had the section ID system that kind of determined what rare drops you get. In this, and again, Pika, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the drop tables in this are based on the class of the lead player. So I think because I'm playing Ranger at the minute, I think that influences the table to be like more Ranger focused drops. I think. That is right, okay. I will say though, Aaron, if you are interested in rares, there are a ton in this game. It's probably one of the biggest games for the amount of things that you can find. If you like sort of hunting rares, this is probably one of the best games for you. PSP2 Infinity Episode 2. Befriend a hot chick with a perverted ancient spirit. Collect Dark Falls shards. Yell Dios Mio while the final boss makes you rage quit. Yeah, pretty much. If you play Infinity Story now, it's going to be like the first playthrough. Kind of. I mean, like I said, I've played through it. I've seen the cutscenes and everything. Where obviously it was all in Japanese. And although I do know some Japanese, I don't know enough to follow like complete cutscenes. Or complete dialogue boxes full of kanji. That's far beyond what I know. So I mean, I sort of kind of know what happens, but it has also been years and years since I played it as well. Right, so we've got a bit of time. So what I'll do is I will get my high level character and I'll show some force off. Are you trying to do the dance thing from Zero? I don't think you can do it in this properly. Yeah, it's like you can... That's about the most you can do in this game. You can't glitch it out like you can in Zero. Episode 2 has the one thing that makes it worth playing, the beach episode. Right, I will save and I will remake. Ep 2 is basically Ep 1 but with a different waifu, and instead of proper missions it's all puzzles and it's shorter. Yeah, I don't remember enough about episode 2, honestly. But yeah, if you want to hunt rares, like, this is the game. Well, PSO is probably the game for rares, but this is close. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it, that Infinity improved the game so much. Like, Infinity is amazing, but has one of the most irritating, well, a couple of the most irritating bosses. Alright, multi-mode. Especially Shizuru. Shizuru is a problem, yeah. Well, it depends on what class you're playing, because with some classes you can just kind of cheese him by spamming traps. I think that's what I did on the episode 1 playthrough, actually, for Shizuru. I basically just dropped traps in the room and just ran away from him for the fight. Beach episode and the missions are cool, but the storyline up to is kind of a mess. Sega want to overcomplicate the mechanics, yeah. Level 197 must have taken forever. You level quite fast in this game, honestly. To the point where... Also, I saw Swamp Witch connect and then disconnect immediately. I see what you mean now. Yeah, so in this game, you do level quite fast. I mean, it still takes a while when you get to this level, but it is faster. However, there is a thing in... Yeah, there is a thing in this game called the rebirth system. So at any point, I think it's above level 50, you can just do what's called rebirth your character, which resets them back to level 1, but they get like some stat increases. So that gives you more motivation to play more. Oh, you met Shizuru at the beach episode. Oh god, I've forgotten about that. Thanks for burning that image into my eyes. How much can you do that since you're 197? You can do it... I don't know if there might be a limit. I mean, I've rebirthed this character twice. I think. It's either 2 or 3 times. I haven't rebirthed her at 200 every time. I think the first time was a rebirth at 200. I like Swamp Witch getting in then just disconnecting immediately. I will try and start the game when you get in again. Taker looks like Iris. It was not intentional. I mean, this was like decades before Iris. Is there a point in rebirthing at 50 versus 200? Yeah, so you get basically more points like for the rebirthing, the higher level you are. But you could just rebirth over and over again at 50 if you wanted to. Oh, is it not connecting again for you, Swamp Witch? I only recommend Rebirth for the first time at 110. Yeah, so level 200 is the cap. For reference, this character has several hundred hours on her. So, yeah, I did play her a lot when this game released. Okay, so you recommend doing Rebirth at 110 the first time and then only at 200 from then on? Yeah, we'll start. I guess I haven't used Force today, so I guess I need to show how broken Force is again. Is there any missions that go above level 200? I think, yeah. I mean, I think the enemies can go to 250. I think. You're capped to 200, so all infinite missions go above 200. Some of them go to 250. Okay. Yeah, so I'll quickly show this actually since people mentioned it. So yeah, at this counter here, it's grayed out for me at the minute because I'm in multiplayer. I think you can only rebirth in single player, but that's where you do it. Also, just to show, because I know like people like Aaron might not have seen this before, obviously you can change type. These are the different classes. Your Hunter, Ranger, Force, and Vanguard, which is kind of like, well, it's also Braver. It was actually called Braver on the Japanese one, I believe. But you've got a thing called Extend Type as well. So what you can do is you can spend points to add or remove weapons from your class. So although you can probably see here, although I'm a Force, I can still use S-rank swords, I can still use S-rank twin sabers because I've added them. So it rewards you, like, as you kind of level things up, you'll get points that you can put into adding weapons to your class. Now, adding weapons that are not native to your class cost more points. Yeah, so like Pika is saying there on Twitch, so you can be a Force with a Heaven Punisher. You also have abilities you can add to your class as well to give you different boosts. There are so many weapons compared to PSO1. Yeah, it's most of the weapons from PSU. But yeah, you've got all these different boosts you can add as well to sort of kind of customize how your class plays. But yeah, like for weapons, you've got sword, knuckles, spear, double saber, axe, twin sabers, twin daggers, twin claws, saber, dagger, claw, whip, slicer, rifle, shotgun, bow, grenade launcher, laser cannon, twin handguns, handgun, crossbow, cards, machine gun. I think that's like range mag, rod, wand, tech mag, and shield. There's a lot. There's a lot to do. Yeah, I mean, again, if you like hunting for rares, you have a 2,000 item storage. This is just some of the stuff I've got. There's quite a lot to hunt. And that was fast scrolling through it. It's insane how much there is in this game. Mags, I see like pet support, they shoot on a second action while you fight. Yeah, they kind of just shoot automatically, don't they? Most of those are different. There's a few duplicates because when weapons drop, they have an element assigned to them. So quite often you'll want to try and get like a few different elements of the same weapon, just so you can exploit enemy weaknesses. But a lot of those will have been unique. I'll tell you what, since we're talking about infinite missions, let's do one. Yeah, so this is the infinity mission system, so you'll get these things called mission discs that you can use to create missions. This seems like a game you can play casually for years. Oh, yes. Yeah, so these missions basically allow you to customize through getting different discs and combining them as well. You can customize what boss shows up, you can customize the types of enemies that show up. Right, let's have a look. What should we do? Yeah, let's do that. Customizable mission sounds crazy. Yeah, there's a lot in this game. Oh my god, these are level 143. We might need... Yeah, we might need to remake this on a lower rank for you guys then. Because, yeah, 143 is probably going to be very rough. This is the thing with the Infinity missions, it adds a lot of levels on the enemies. Do you want a remake? I can lower the rank if you want to. Yeah, so this is why Force is broken. This technique is ridiculous. I mean, I can kill these pretty easily, but I don't know what it's like for you guys. You have fun fighting the harder stuff done about these guys. Yeah, it's just there is a very big level discrepancy, so I am conscious of that. This is normal, okay. That's fine, then. If you're okay with it, that's fine. Don't really like the new spells. So messy and broke the game so hard. Yeah, I mean, some of them are ridiculously overpowered. I need some wine with this cheese, I do. Level discrepancy, if I can't see the levels, I can't see the discrepancy. But yeah, I mean, why they thought having a tech that can just juggle and chain would be a good idea, I really don't know. 50 levels of discrepancy feels like a fair fight in Infinity. It's fine until you get to a boss. And then the boss just one-shots you. Yeah, so these enemies that are shown up here. So this disc that I've used said that it had machine enemies and dark enemies. But if I had a different disc, these enemies might be totally different. Yeah, I've got no idea what the boss is going to be like. The boss I've picked for this one is one I haven't fought in years, so I don't know what it'll be like. To be fair, certain bosses like Dios or Shizuru can even one-shot you if you have 50 levels on them. Yeah, but I think last time we played this, we did Dark Falls Dios. I think he was about level 140, 150, and he killed me. And I was on this character. Can you stop teleporting constantly? He keeps warping away when I'm juggling him. I don't appreciate that. There we go. If I recall correctly, he was 145 and he killed you in like 3 hits. Yep. yeah, some of the bosses are very overtuned. Again, the other obvious one is Olga Floor. But yeah, we're going to take the boss and we're going to make him do ridiculous damage. And then we're also going to give him like an instant kill countdown. They were not messing around with this game. Oh, Pika got a 12-star item. I have no idea which one that is, but it's something. Yeah, I mean, I do like the Infinity version of Olga Floor. I really like what they did with the fight. It's just that it can feel a bit unfair sometimes when you're doing really well on the fight and then he just puts an instant death countdown on you. It's like, well, it was fun while it lasted. Okay, yeah, so boss, if you played Zero, you probably recognize this. I don't know why there's no music. The music appears to have stopped for no reason. Oh no, it's there, it's just very quiet. Yes, this boss, yes. Probably giving PTSD to everyone who's played Zero. These are the mothers from Eternal Tower, they are. Specifically, this is the one from the very top. So yeah, that just hit me for... Well, yeah, there you go. It's hitting for 800 damage. Can you stop? Yeah, this boss is super annoying. Again, reminder, this is level 143, I'm level 197. It killed me in 2 hits. Actually, yeah, this is really good timing, isn't it, Matt? I just realised that, yeah, when you said that. Yeah, it is Mother's Day in America, isn't it? Yeah, so happy Mother's Day from Heaven's Mother. Do you know what? Maybe I go with... Oh my god, there's so much damage. Oh, that knockback. That was really, really annoying there. Yeah, just one-shot me. Just one-shot me again. There you go. Perfect example of difficulty in Infinity. I don't know what I was meant to do there when I revived and got immediately one-shot with no iframes. But yeah, if you want a difficult Phantasy Star, here you go. That happened in Zero as well. Fair. Again, level 143, level 197. Well. What do you even do against that? Just get more HP. Basically, just don't get hit by it, is the thing. Don't you love the instant kill orbital laser with no wind-up animation whatsoever? I do, I do. The problem is when we go back in, I don't know if it regens to full HP. Isn't it also immune to gelling? Probably. Average Phantasy Star balancing, yep. Again, I love this game, but there are some questionable decisions, which I think you can say about more or less any Phantasy Star game. Alright, I need to get some more scape dolls out. Yeah, I think it's more or less just a case of basically just hoping you don't get hit by it. It does feel like there is next to no wind up for it though, so yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Was Gamega solo only? I'm not sure. I can't remember now. Yeah, I guess you could try Garden. I mean, for me, for the second one, I had no chance because I literally got killed by the first one and then revived and immediately got hit by the second one, like before I could even get to my feet. What does a 250 boss do? It's weird because some of the bosses are totally fair. So some of the bosses I could fight at level 250 and be fine. It's just certain bosses feel very overtuned, and this is probably one of them. Alright, I'm going to try going light armor. Okay, I will try doing gelling. I'll see if it works. I don't think it does, but I'll try it. And if she kills me again, that'll do. Hello. No, you can't do it immediately upon entering. Oh, damn it. Well. Really? Does it ever stop? Is that something you can do? Save us, Pika. Right, gelling. Okay, gelling works. Zalua. Now we're talking. I mean, the gelling symbol has appeared. Whether it actually does anything is another thing altogether. Mother in this game is cancer. Yes, I would agree. I mean, I can stagger her a bit if I can get Sazonde going, but... The only thing is she kind of gets knocked around by it. God, here we go. Right, I'm blocking. No, blocking does nothing. Maybe you could, like, perfect guard it, but yeah. Without luck, the Divine Punishment attack is fixed damage. I mean, it feels like it's doing about 700-800 damage every time. But yeah. Mother is fun, by the way. The stats are so high that slapping with the staff, throwing out, or hitting with a bunch of wet noodles might all be the same. I don't think it matters here. Yeah, guard cut the damage a little bit, but not by much. I'm not sure how long the heal animations take. If you can get to like a Dimate or a Trimate, it is an instant heal, but you have to scroll to it, and there is like a little bit of a delay on scrolling through the item menu. It was doing 780 without gelling, 650 with, so it's doing something. Not much, but something. Yeah, I forgot how horrific that boss is. I actually haven't... I don't think I've fought the version in Zero, because I've never been to the top of the tower. I fought the sort of the lesser versions, but yeah, I've never fought the full Heaven's Mother. I imagine it's probably just as BS. You basically need to be several rebirths in to actually be able to deal with her, I think. That makes me feel better. It is ridiculous that she's so overpowered. I thought Dios was bad. I have the perk that cuts 90% of the damage does to it. I think if I have shield, I'll cut 100%. That's all you need is the twins mag and do the 4 people blast. I'm just wondering if in between getting hit you spam heals. I don't know if you could. If a level 197 does like nothing, it's a perfectly balanced boss. Yeah, I'm using light armor as well, so... And I'm forced, so you would think that my like tech resistance would be high, because I'm assuming it's tech damage, but... Thankfully, I have all the scape dolls. Yeah, I always forget how broken the like the full Photon Blast chains are in Zero. Alright, we'll try it one more time. If we get killed again, that's it. You got this. I mean, I probably don't. I know if 2 Newmans use the PB one after another, we get infinite PP. Yeah, the problem is I don't think the PP is the issue here. I think the issue is just surviving. Buff, debuff, nuke. I mean, we'll try it. Divine Punishment is probably range damage or some crap. Yeah, probably. Right, we can do this. I mean, we might not be able to, but... Can you imagine if Heaven's Mother was this hard in Zero after getting like over 100 floors of the tower? Can you show how to do the tech glitch spam? Oh, I remember there was like a tech glitch to spam fast, but I can't remember how to do it. I know what you mean though, yeah, I know there was like a tech glitch you could use, but I can't remember how you do it in this. Zigzag. Had to do with strafing. Yeah, I can't remember now. And trying it on Mother is probably not the best way to do it. Right, I'm going to go for the gelling. Oh, God. I really don't know what we do about that because... Oh, I survived one. I didn't survive that one. Can you stop? Okay, you can dodge roll it. Can you stop? At any point? Okay. That feels like it goes on forever. I'm not a fan of it. Right, have a gelling. Right, I swear, do not do the same stuff again. Yeah, just like push her into the corner. There. Oh no, she's leaving. How many rebirths with this character? I think 2, maybe 3. Oh, she's dead. We did it. So we'll ignore all the deaths and just say we did it first time. No one needs to know anything. I got Win W. Is that a mag from Zero? I'm sure there is a mag called Win. And a Vigerina Weave. We saw what happened. You didn't. You saw nothing. I need to see this. Is this the mag from Zero? It is. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's a mag from Zero, isn't it? I mean, it's only A rank. I hate the look of this mag, but it's really good. I didn't know there was so much Zero stuff in this game. There's quite a bit. I can't remember if the other mothers are in this game or if it's just Heaven's Mother. I have a feeling it's just Heaven's Mother, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this game basically felt like a love letter to pretty much every other Phantasy Star. It has aura, but I like the Fox from A class. Well done on getting through that. That was hell. The others are easy, okay. Is there mag leveling like PSO1? That shit was a nightmare. There is not, as far as I'm aware. You do have a partner machine like PSU, but you don't have to level it. So in PSU, you probably know that the partner machine, you could level it up so that it would be able to make items for you easier. In this, because you don't need to make items in this game, everything drops pre-made. You just have the partner machine and you can bring them on missions if you want to. So yeah, no worries about mag leveling. It'll be funny if you could fight Mother Trinity. Yeah, they never brought the full boss in, unfortunately. I mean, I think the only ones from other games is you've got the PSO Dragon and PSO Olga Floor. That might be it. I cannot believe how hard that Heaven's Mother fight was. For the level difference, that was ridiculous. I guess you do just need to just dodge roll everything. And just hope you don't get tagged by one, because if you get tagged by one, you just eat the rest of them. The other mothers are easier because they stick to one weapon, so they're more predictable, yeah. We stopping here? Yeah, I think so, yeah. I'll sort of round the stream out here. Partner Machine has some unique weapons. You can only get about S ranking with specific types, but outside of that, they're kind of meh. Yeah, I think some of the other partners, like NPC partners and player characters, are better to use for the most part. That is another thing, actually. If you go to partner cards, so you have like friend partner cards like you would normally, but you can add partners to your party, so you've got all the NPCs here. But you can also add your own characters to your party as well. So if you've got more than one character, you can add your other characters to your party as well as NPCs, which is quite cool. I know they use a similar thing in PSO2 where you could add your friends. High flowing with your 20 level offset and enough HP to tank Angelus attacks, yeah. But yeah, I think we'll probably end there for today, I think. Again, apologies for the slight technical issues at the start. I'm not really sure what was causing it all, to be honest, but... Oh yeah, the dodge rolling was new in Portable 2. It was nice to give you some options to actually avoid things rather than just walking out the way. The max rarity tech mag is a literal sun, it is. But yeah, we'll end there for today. Again, thank you to everyone for joining in game and in chat as well. So there will be a stream on Wednesday, which is going to be some more Chrono Trigger, assuming nothing changes. Again, I mentioned it before, there is going to be some construction work starting in the house relatively soon, so I'll let you know if anything needs to change. But for the time being, I believe Wednesday's stream should be on. Next Sunday, we'll either do PSO or PSU. I haven't decided which yet. Yeah, dodge rolling was in Zero as well, yeah. But yeah, we will do some more Infinity. It might be a few weeks till we play it again, but we will do some more of it. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, if you do want to play it online or anything, it is the SOCOM CC server. It's really easy to set up, technically, if it works. But yes, we'll end there for today. So again, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed the stream, please consider either liking, subscribing, or join as a member if you want to on YouTube. You can follow or sub on Twitch. I have X or a Bluesky that are both SectionSkyly as well. And again, like I mentioned earlier, I do have a Discord server you can join as well, which there should be a link to in the description on YouTube. And there should be under the video player on Twitch as well. I like the name of the stream. Infinity multiplayer stream, not for me. Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't get it working. Yeah, hopefully you can get it sorted for next time. But yeah, whatever you're doing, have a great week. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday for some Chrono Trigger. See you guys.